We've all grown up watching cartoons and probably have been exposed to some horrible characters. The types that make you want to turn the TV off by throwing 2 bricks at it. And today, we're talking about exactly that. The worst types of cartoon characters. So, let's not waste any more time and let's begin. Welcome to the cartoon version of a yandere. This adorable little girl might not have the ability to kill... never mind. They absolutely do. And I'd be scared for my life if I had a girl like this chasing me. They're literally one step away from forcing a leash around your neck. And it's always the loser type of guys they're chasing. Which is just... why? A bag of potatoes would put their back out of commission, being built like a spooky scare skeleton. Their looks also don't justify this obsession, because most of them look like... actually... like, they're risking a life sentence for murder, simply because their victim... I'm sorry, I meant crush, was talking to a different girl. Like, imagine you're at home, just sitting behind the TV, and this girl you don't like is asking, "Hey, you wanna hang out today?" You, of course, don't want anything to do with her. So you come up with a small little lie, like, "Hey, I'm busy today, I'm sorry." But then 1 second later, you get a text message that says, "Busy with watching your TV?" You look at your window and see your psychotic eyes just piercing your soul, looking like Freddy when you have a power outage. I don't think any of you would appreciate a pair of eyes watch you constantly, no matter how down bad you are. I don't care if your sexless streak started when you were born. No normal functioning human being likes being looked at like a piece of meat by a lion. And I think I've pointed it out before, but I'll do it again. What would you do if you heard that a guy poisoned a girl so you could take off her pants and jam a needle in her ass? I don't know, man. That shit would quickly change the mood from comedy to full-on horror. We have characters like Sierra from Total Drama, who I already mentioned in my other video. The needle in the butt thing? Yeah, that shit wasn't made up. That was literally from that show. Brain cells are optional to understand that that shit is downright unhinged. And then we have other examples like Panini from Chowder and Tootie from Fairly Odd Parents. I mean, just let this scene do the talking.
Found a new...
girlfriend.
Chowder, you get back over here right this second.
A lot of cartoons have some type of supervillain, right? You know, the ones that sacrifice their entire life into sabotaging the main character and shit. Listen, they have a goal. Incinerating the hero is part of it. So, I can respect the grind. But somehow, they're not the biggest scumbag in the show. Because, meet the popular kids. The villain, when they wake up, they're like, "Alright, this is my evil plan that helps me take over the world. But I've gotta kill that goddamn hero. He always foils my plan." The popular kids, when they wake up, they're more like, "Alright, let me roll the dice to see who's getting a wedgie today." Why? Well, because they can, damn it. If you told me that these people were the true villain of the show, I'd probably believe you. Because unlike the villain, they have no reason being such an asshole. And the way they're being written doesn't make it any better. They can come in with the shittiest attempt at name calling, like, "Hey, Ministrator," or should I say, "Ministrotum," followed by the most ear-rupturing giggles, the type that makes you want to bite your own ears off. Like, I already hated high school, so just imagine the resentment I'd feel if I'd had to wake up every single day, walking into the building, and get greeted by a group of girls saying some shit like, "Ew, loser," "No hello," "No how are you," nah. Take a look at those popular kids in the Fairly Odd Parents. These motherfuckers are so lucky that it's just Timmy where they're picking on. Because bruh, if I had a few magical insects flying near my ears, they would probably end up in a maid costume. Maybe cat ears. Morals. What would our world be without them? I think we share quite a few of them. Stuff like no stealing, no killing, and no pushing granny down the stairs. In comes the hero. The one that are morally superior over their enemies. Which is why we're supposed to be their biggest cheerleader. Which is fine, I guess. But it feels like they're doing it to stroke their own ego. They don't give a shit about the town. They're just there for the attention and the bitches that come with it. They wouldn't bat an eye if they saw a baby dangling from a balcony. Okay, except if there's a big crowd. You guys might be saying some shit like, "Nice try, Dr. Evil," making me out as someone that wants to discredit the hero and shit. But hear me out. If they really cared about the town, why would they release the villains every time? This is how most of the interactions go. The villain is out there trying to blow up an entire daycare. The hero comes in, saying, "Stop what you're doing this instant." The villain is out there laughing maniacally, but immediately get a taste of Mr. Hero's fist of justice. The villain is left there, bleeding out, teeth falling out, and their testicle is just gone. Asking some shit like,
"What are you going to do to me? Will you kill me?"
the hero says some corny shit like, "I'm not like you. Killing is bad. You'll get prison for life." And then afterwards they get released quicker than somebody who was caught stealing bread for their starving family. Like, what the fuck are you doing? This dude was ready to wipe out an entire generation and give him a slap on the wrist? Or in the face. Still not enough. Like, even police that are held on gunpoint by the cartel aren't this incompetent. Even my younger self was annoyed by these heroes. My 9-year-old self was chanting,
"Off with their head!"
just to be disappointed. It happens in a lot of superhero cartoons, but my best example? Lion King. Granted, Scar did get karma that he deserved, but that wasn't because of Simba. This dude literally slaughtered your dad in front of you, and all you can say is, run. Bro, if that was me, I had to cut this off because YouTube was ready to slap the ad revenue out of me. Don't mind my voice. Yesterday I got fucked over by a cold, so I'm still recovering. What the actual fuck is a karma Houdini, you might ask? Okay, maybe you don't, but I personally did. So I did a little bit of research, aka using Google, and found out that it's a character that gets away with causing chaos. Think of something like burning a daycare and then getting away with it. Not once, not twice, but always. You'd think that someone would learn their lesson after the first or second time. Maybe 81st time if you're being generous. But no. Some of these people are clumsy, some of them do it on purpose, and then we have the others that are downright brain dead. Their heads being so hollow that it might be a caveman's dream house. Pulling off stuff that makes you think that they are the true villains. Like, imagine you have this best friend, right? He's a little on the slow side, can't tell left from right, can't tell up from down, and they can't tell, well, anything at this point. It would be a miracle if they even were able to recall their own name. But yeah, imagine you're stuck with that guy. You're at a super secretive base, which has the capability to destroy the entire planet. Your only task? Not press the red button that obliterates the rock we live on. So you explain it to that guy and he's acting like a know-it-all. Yeah, I've heard. And then the next second, they see this mosquito on the button and say, "Hey, a mosquito!" Smacking the shit out of it, trying to kill it. Well, I mean, he achieved his goal. The mosquito is dead, alongside all life on Earth. Like, who'd want to be friends with a sucker like this one? Oh, I know. SpongeBob. I mean, that pink man is next to him. Or Timmy, who has that degenerate fairy buzzing near his ears. There are more examples like Beast Boy from Teen Titans Go, Dee Dee from Dexter's Lab, but I think we get the point. And that was a video. I know, like, subscribe, drop something stupid in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one.